Alright, let's dive into this because it's a situation that's got the rugby world talking. Maro Itoje, England's stalwart, has issued a rallying cry ahead of their Six Nations finale against France, and honestly, it's a moment that feels bigger than just a game. What makes this really interesting is the context. England's campaign has been, let's say, less than stellar. Personally, I think this is where we see the true mettle of a team. It's easy to shine when you're winning, but when you're staring down the barrel of what could be your worst Six Nations performance in years, that's when character matters. Itoje's words here are more than just pre-match hype. He's not talking about tactics or game plans, he's talking about heart. And that's what many people don't realize about these high-pressure moments. It's not always about the strategy, it's about the mindset. When he says, this game is about showing what we are truly about, he's tapping into something deeper. It's a reminder that rugby, at its core, is about pride, resilience, and the bond between teammates. From my perspective, this is England's chance to redefine their narrative, even if they can't change the outcome of the tournament. Now, let's talk about Steve Borthwick. The guy's under immense pressure, no doubt. His game plan has been criticised, and after losses to Scotland, Ireland, and Italy, the spotlight is blazing. But here's where it gets fascinating. Itoje is essentially saying, forget the tactics for a second. Let's just show up as who we are. That's a bold statement, especially when your coach's job might be on the line. It raises a deeper question: can a team's character override a flawed strategy? Personally, I think it can, at least for one game. And if England pulls this off, it could be a turning point for Borthwick's tenure. What's also striking is Itoje's optimism. He's not just rallying his team, he's planting a seed for the future. This team has a high ceiling, he says. That's the kind of belief that can carry a squad through dark times. But here's the thing, it's easy to say that after a win. Saying it after 3 straight losses, that takes conviction. I genuinely believe he's onto something. Sometimes, you need to hit rock bottom to rebuild stronger. If you take a step back and think about it, this could be the moment England looks back on as the catalyst for their resurgence. Now, let's flip the coin and talk about France. They are coming off a bruising defeat to Scotland, and El-Abd calls them a wounded beast. That's a detail I find fascinating. France, despite their loss, is still the favourite here. But a wounded beast is unpredictable, and that's what makes this match so compelling. England's not just facing a team, they are facing a team with something to prove. What this really suggests is that both sides are fighting for more than just a win, they are fighting for pride, for redemption, for a statement. In my opinion, this game is a microcosm of rugby itself. It's not just about the final score, it's about the story behind it. England's in a corner, France is licking its wounds, and both teams have everything to play for. Personally, I'm not just watching for the tries or the tackles, I'm watching for the moments that define a team's character. Because, at the end of the day, that's what we'll remember long after the Six Nations is over. So, here's my closing thought: win or lose, this match is a test of England's identity. If they show up with the kind of heart Itoje's calling for, they've already won something far more valuable than a game. And if they don't, well, that's a conversation for another day. But one thing's for sure, this is a match that's going to be talked about for a long time. What do you think? Is England's character enough to turn their season around? Let me know in the comments below.